This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
A father attempts to murder his own daughter in a police station because she married a man of another religion. Are the pollution levels at Tuticorin Sterlite plant normal or not? CPCB and TNPCB give different reports to the Apex Court. Is there no end to the fishermen killings? Frustrated, let down and angry, several activists stage protests across Chennai. High Court issues show cause notice to Tourism Secretary, government to respond in a week's time on why it did not follow previous orders. January 25th will be celebrated as National Voters' Day to motivate young and fresh voters.
Proud to be a voter. That feeling has to come in.
And will the Danny Boyle-Rahman combo climb to reach mountain-high expectations? 127 hours will hit the screen soon.
You didn't tell anyone where you were going.
Good evening, you're watching the Late Night News with me, Divya. Let's bring you the news making national headlines. Top BJP leaders arriving for the Ekta Yatra are locked in at the Jammu airport.
और ये तो अब जिस तरह का आक्रामक व्यवहार किया गया है विपक्ष के नेताओं के साथ, इसकी हम बहुत भर्त्सना करते हैं, बहुत कंडेम करते हैं.
Suicide bomber sets off explosion at Moscow airport, killing 23 people and injuring 130 people. Tainted CWG chairman Suresh Kalmadi has finally been sacked with immediate effect. Ram Jethmalani argues against the BJP Chhattisgarh government in activist Binayak Sen's bail hearing. Governor Bharadwaj has insulted the constitution, LK Advani says, after BJP leaders asked the president to recall him. And Leander Pace and Mahesh Bhupati enter the quarterfinals of the Australian Open. Well, our top story tonight, it's another attempt to kill for honor. A father slit his own daughter's throat. And what is the crime? The Hindu girl married a Christian boy, and all this in the heart of a police station. This girl, only 19, is now in a critical condition and has been admitted in the ICU in a private hospital and has undergone a surgery. And her father has been arrested under charges of attempt to murder and will be lodged at the Pural prison.
லவ் பண்ணுறது தப்பா சார்? நல்லா அவங்க வீட்டில் என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா, எங்களை ஏற்றுக்கினாங்கன்னா நான் ஏற்றுப்பாங்க நம்பி தான் போனேன் அவங்க வீட்டாண்ட. அவங்க அப்பா சொன்னார், நான் கண்டிப்பாக உன்னை ஏற்றுக்கிறேன், வா நம்ம எழுந்துக்கலான்னு சொல்லி தான் என்னை கூப்பிட்டாரு. நான் அந்த தைரியத்தில் தான் எங்கள் வில்லியோ பொலிட்டிஷன் சார்பாக அவரே அமுச்சு விட்டார், தைரியமாக போடான்னு அமுச்சு விட்டு. அங்கே போனால் கண்ணங்க எஸ்ஐ அவர் இல்லை, அவர் தான் எங்களை ஃபோன் பண்ணார், நீங்கள் தைரியமாக இருங்கன்னு. ஆனால் அந்த இன்ஸ்பெக்டர் முன்னாடியே அவங்க அப்பா கழுத்து அறுத்துட்டாரு. கழுத்து அறுத்துட்டோன்னே அப்பயே கீழே வந்து இன்ஸ்பெக்டர் என்ன தான் போட்டு அடிக்கிறாரு, என்னன்னே தெரில. ஆனால் அது அப்புறமேட்டு தான் என்னை ரிலீஃப் பண்ணாங்க. நீங்கள் போங்க சொன்னீங்க. பார்த்தா இவங்களாம் அவர் அடிச்சுக்காங்க, அண்ணன் மாமன் சொல்லலாம். அவங்க அப்பாவை உள்ள சேஃப்டியாக பண்ணி வச்சுருக்காங்க. நாங்கள் அதுக்கு இந்த பக்கம் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் ஆர்டர் பண்ணது தான் இது. இப்போ என்ன நிலவரமே தெரியல சார்.
Well, the Central Pollution Control Board and Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board today had a different before the Supreme Court over the alleged pollution by Sterlite Industries copper smelting plant at Tuticorin in the state. According to counsels appearing for the TNPCB, as per the conditions of permission to set and run the plant, Sterlite has developed only 25% green belt in the areas and its solid waste disposal was not good. However, contrary to that, the Central Pollution Control Board said it was in favor of the plant and submitted that all parameters are within limit and pollutants were found within the notified air quality standards. Meanwhile, the Madras High Court's order directing Sterlite Industries to close its copper smelting plant would continue till the next stage of hearing. Moving on, anger and fear has gripped the city after repeated attacks on Indian fishermen. Senior politicians and advocates have all condemned the killings. The city saw many agitated protests today. Activists protested in front of Home Minister P. Chidambaram's house, while another section of advocates condemned the killings through a black flag demonstration. For almost 3 decades now, more than 200 fishermen lives have fallen to Sri Lankan bullets. The latest killing took place on Saturday night and it is one of the most gruesome deaths reported. All fingers point towards the island nation, but the Sri Lankan Navy has gone on the defensive, saying they are not responsible for any of these attacks and allegations against them are baseless.
The advocates of the Madras High Court strongly condemn the continuous activities of the Sri Lankan army, that they are every day killing the Tamil Nadu fishermen. This is continuously happening, hence we are protesting today. We are planning to protest strongly against the Sinhala army and against the Indian Navy.
Moving on, the Madras High Court has issued a show cause notice to the Tamil Nadu Tourism Secretary S.S. Jawahar today. The court said that earlier that had directed that Chennai Sangamam advertisements should not carry Tamil Mayam logos, and the state has 1 week to respond why it had disobeyed these orders. The CBI raided Tamil Mayam in connection with the 2G scam in December, following which the High Court ordered that advertisements should not carry the NGO's logo. However, last week a contempt case was filed by Advocate Pugarendi against the Managing Trustee Father Jagat Kasper and the TTDC's chairman for willful disobedience of the very order. The court will hear the petition on whether Tamil Mayam abided by this recent order on advertisements. Now, it's a big move to encourage more young and fresh voters to be part of the democratic process. The government has decided to celebrate January 25th every year as National Voters' Day. The Chief Electoral Officer of Tamil Nadu has urged the people to vote in a free and fair manner without being influenced.
If you are not in the electoral rolls, you should apply and get your name in the electoral rolls. So that is the first objective, to get maximum all the people who are eligible in the electoral rolls. That is the first objective of the National Voters' Day. Second objective is that even if a lot of people are there in the electoral rolls, they don't vote. You see the last election 73% only voted, before that only 70% voted. So around 25 to 30% are not participating in the electoral process. So objective is to motivate everyone, come and vote, especially in the light that we have assembly elections this year. And third objective is, if you vote with a conscience in a free and fair manner, without getting influenced by any illegal inducement or anything. So that is these are the 3 adjectives. Proud to be a voter. That feeling has to come in.
Let's now take a look at how the gold and silver rates did today. Well, rebels have stuck at the heart of Russia, claiming more than 2 dozen and injuring scores of other passengers. We get you the details on the other side.